We're speaking with Sally Smith of Buffalo Wild Wings. She's one of the Food Channel Pro's Leaders with Guts. Sally, how often are there menu changes at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Well, we just completed our menu rollout. We typically roll out a new menu twice a year, in February and in July. And then in between those times, we'll try out, we might be testing items in different restaurants, and we'll use an insert panel. So typically about twice a year with quarterly inserts.
And what kinds of changes did you make when you were really making the push to make Buffalo Wild Wings more family friendly?
I think you have to, what we did is we tried to identify what items we didn't have on the menu. You know, the core of our menu, certainly because it's in our name, our traditional style New York, Buffalo New York style chicken wings. In about 6 years ago, we introduced boneless wings, which are a chicken breast with a breading and then spun in one of our sauces. Kids and women love boneless wings. They're not quite as messy as the traditional. And they have a really wonderful flavor profile. We've also introduced some milder sauces, as well as we're always going to be keeping the very flavorful ones. Tried to improve our salads, and then just finger foods that people have always been able to share. Kids like it, as well as adults.
How is your $3 late night snack menu doing?
You know, I just had a breakfast this morning with a group of company people. I try to hold a breakfast once a month. And I had several general managers in there from our area Minneapolis restaurants. And one of the general managers, we were talking about the different things that we had just rolled out. And he said the feedback on that late night $3 appetizer is fabulous. We've tried different programs in the past. And he said, if you'd have asked the general managers, we'd have told you it didn't work. He said, but this one is a home run. So
great.
We're very excited about it.
That's great. And why did you decide to add dry rubs to your menu?
Well, we think it's a great extension of the wet sauce. Offers a flavor profile that that you can't necessarily get with the sauce. And we have 4 new dry rubs that have rolled out. And not only are they great on wings, but we're finding that people like to use them on our wedges and our fries and the other things that work on the menu.
Mm-hmm. I bet when you were in college you didn't think dry rubs were going to be such an important part of your future, did you?
I didn't think chicken was going to be such an important part of my future. I can tell you more about the chicken business than you'd ever care to ask me.
How are your shareable items doing, and do you tweak that part of the menu very often?
You know, it's so interesting. I've been reading so much in trade publications about the move toward shareable items. I kind of think that's what we've always been a part of, is our food has always been shareable. You know, it might be 12 wings, 18 wings. The table might order 3 different sauces. We introduced flatbreads, that again, another shareable item, appetizer platters, nachos. It's been a big part of us, and I think other people are catching up.
You have 14 varieties of sauces on your menu. Which ones are the hot sellers?
We do. Well, I think our #1 seller right now is honey barbecue. That was a sauce we introduced about 3 years ago. It's got a wonderful flavor profile. So not only on your wings, but our guests, you know, I have a bottle of honey barbecue in my restaurant and my refrigerator at home. Spicy garlic, second most favorite, and offers a little more heat. And then I think it depends. I think it depends on what you're eating. With our popcorn shrimp, we've got a fabulous sauce called Asian Zing, and that it's interesting to watch how sauces have ebbed and flowed over time. Asian Zing started off slow. Now I think it's taken the #3 spot.
Wow! And does it change much in different parts of the country?
You know, it does. It's kind of true to form. The northern part of the United States likes a milder sauce, and the southern part, I mean, we will go through the mango habanero, blazing, wild, and hot.
And what's your favorite?
Depends on what I'm eating, but I'd have to say my favorite is probably spicy garlic.
And what do you usually order yourself when you're in a Buffalo Wild Wings?
I try everything. And my favorite thing is a naked tender wrap with Southwestern ranch sauce.
Yum.
But if I want Asian zing, I order the popcorn shrimp. You know, I also know that it's one of the reasons I have to work out, because I like our food. And so I could eat anything on the menu.
You mentioned in a previous interview how many wings you sell on Super Bowl Sunday, but how many wings does Buffalo Wild Wings sell in a year?
Oh my gosh, I think I need a calculator. And I have a background in finance, but gosh, we are going through probably, what, 7 million pounds
Wow.
a week? No, I have to look up that number. I bet we sell close to 1 billion a year.
Pounds?
Not pounds, but wings.
Okay, wow. That's a
big
lot of
number.
chicken.
A lot of chickens. A lot of chickens give their life for Buffalo Wild Wings.
We've been talking with Sally Smith of Buffalo Wild Wings and the Vice Chairman of the National Restaurant Association. Check out the next part of this series as we explore what it takes to be a leader with guts. For Food Channel Pro, I'm Ellen Codiff.